either from the back of an Uber or a Kareem, should I say, on a way to do a lecture at a university. And what's happened today is that I've kind of been tasked with helping a colleague of mine in developing curriculums that are being suggested to the American University of Dubai and the DIFC, which is the Dubai Financial District downtown. And both of these curriculums are for adults in the university, for existing students, for entrepreneurs, or for execs. And how do you go about developing the structures that are necessary for getting your students to understand the future better? In the past, leaders needed to know the answers, because what leaders used to do was extrapolate the past into the future through incremental innovations, and we could kind of tell what was going to be happening over the next sort of 5 years or so. But what starts to happen now as we move into a future where exponential technologies start becoming part and parcel of our daily lives, nobody can actually predict what the future is going to look like. I mean, what will happen when 5G, data, and machine learning combine with your food app? I don't think anybody can tell us. The only thing we can determine is how we behave. The only thing we can determine is how adaptive and flexible we'll be in unlearning where we come from in order to learn where we're going. And the most important thing we can leave our students with is not the answers, but the ability to ask better questions. And this becomes the vital difference between the leaders of yesterday and the leaders of tomorrow: the quality of questions they ask. I think it was Einstein who said, if I was given 60 minutes to come up with a life-saving solution for a question, I would spend 55 minutes devising the question and 5 minutes answering it. So we set up the structures of the curriculum based on 3 different sectors and ideas of how to go about preparing for the future. The first one is called micro-inspection. Your perspective determines how you prepare for the future, and what is developed, what has happened in your past and in your current world that you are holding on to certain perspectives, and how do you break out of them. The second part is called macro-inspection. In other words, what is going on in your sector and what is going on with your consumers? What are their current and future need states that you need to be solving for? And lastly is mega exploration. What is going on the mega trends like artificial intelligence, like biotech, like blockchain, and these sort of technologies. Now, when you combine micro, macro, and mega, what you have is a very holistic approach in preparing yourself, understanding your sector, and understanding the technologies on a global scale that will be impacting you. Now, you can make decisions whether you'll be staying in your current sector, jumping sectors, or creating solutions and platforms where you connect the sectors. Now, if you're only looking at the future in silos of, let's say, AI, without looking at your sector and without looking at your perspective, you only have a lopsided viewpoint. So when you are preparing for the future, never try and find the answers, but always try and find better questions and get the teams together that can come up with the solutions for the questions that you're asking. I'm on my way to RIT University in Silicon Valley here in Dubai to do my first lecture on this exact topic. And if you are part of a university in the UAE and would like me to lecture at university, please reach out. I'm doing them for free at the moment to give back to my community and to my new home, just to uplift and to expand levels of consciousness, perspective, and viewpoints about the future. Ciao from Dubai.